Before the first sunrise, before the first breath of man, before the earth even knew its shape, there was God, the eternal Creator, the architect of all that is seen and unseen. And in the vast expanse of His creation, He formed beings unlike any other, angels. Not bound by flesh, not limited by time, they were radiant, powerful, and pure, designed to serve, to worship, and to carry out the will of the Almighty. They were the messengers who bridged the gap between heaven and earth, the warriors who stood guard over the faithful, the unseen protectors in the great spiritual battle that has raged since the dawn of time. Among these celestial hosts were the cherubim, majestic and awe-inspiring, stationed at the very throne of God, their presence a living symbol of His glory and His unshakable dominion. And there were the seraphim, fiery beings with 6 wings. Their voices never silent, their song an endless declaration of His holiness. Their very existence a burning testament to the perfection of the one they serve. But in the midst of this divine order, a shadow began to stir. Not all angels remained loyal. Some, known as the Watchers, turned their gaze away from the light. They allowed pride to take root, ambition to fester, and rebellion to ignite. At their head was one unlike any other, Lucifer. Once clothed in splendor, once the very embodiment of beauty and brilliance, he was not content to serve. He desired to ascend, to be like God, to claim the throne that was never his to take. His pride became his downfall. His ambition became his ruin. And in a moment that shook the heavens, he fell. Cast out from the presence of the Almighty, stripped of his former glory, Lucifer became Satan's the adversary, the deceiver, the sworn enemy of God and of all humanity. From that moment, the battle lines were drawn. Heaven's warriors against the forces of darkness, the faithful against the deceived. And though the war is unseen, its effects are felt in every corner of the world, in every heart, in every choice between light and shadow. This is not just an ancient story. It is the reality that shapes our existence. Every day, every hour, every breath we take is a testament to this eternal conflict. We live in a world where good and evil are not just concepts, but active forces vying for our allegiance, our love, our very souls. And the question is not whether the battle is real, for it is as real as the sun that warms our skin and the moon that guides our night. The question is, which side will you join? When you were born, the battle was joined. You entered into this cosmic conflict the moment you drew your first breath. For you are not just a product of physical circumstances, but a spiritual being with an immortal soul. That soul was placed within you at the very moment of your creation, making you a part of this greater, more eternal story. You were made to serve a king, to pledge your loyalty to a banner, to choose between the light and the darkness, and the choice is yours. Will you choose the path of light, where shadows may linger, but the sun always shines brighter? Or will you follow the whispers of the deceiver, where temporary pleasures mask an eternal damnation? The call to stand for the light is not a call to a life without struggles, without tears, without pain. It is a call to a life with purpose, with meaning, with hope that transcends the darkest of nights. It is a call to be part of a legacy that began in the garden and will find its consummation in the new heavens and the new earth. To stand for the light is to stand for truth, for justice, for love that conquers all, for faith that moves mountains. It is to stand for life that has eternal value, not just in the eyes of man, but in the sight of the Almighty. In a world that grows darker by the day, your light can be a beacon, your faith a guiding star, your hope an anchor in the storm. So stand now, stand with the light. Let your voice be heard. Let your actions speak, and let no darkness, no matter how deep, extinguish the flame that burns within you. For you are not just a product of circumstance. You are a child of the Most High. You have a divine heritage, a spiritual destiny, and the choice is yours to make. Choose wisely for the fate of not just your soul, but of countless others may very well rest upon the decision that you make today. If this message has stirred something in you, if you feel the weight of its truth, then don't let it end here. Stand with the light. Share this truth. And make sure you never miss the next step in this journey. Subscribe, like, and share, so that together we can spread the message that the darkness will never overcome the light.